There's literally nothing going on in Salt Lake City, especially on a Sunday. Ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, and MBs, I'm live and alive, and today is going to be a fantastic, beautiful day. I'm Hasan Piker, and this is the HasanAbi broadcast coming to you live. Obviously, I have some personal news. This is part of the broadcast where I tell you about my personal news because it is February 24th, Monday, February 24th, 2025. This is the part of the broadcast where I tell you about my personal news, about what's going on in the world of HasanAbi Piker in between the time period where I press the stop streaming button and press the start streaming button, as a matter of fact, and plenty has taken place. First and foremost, of course, I ended the broadcast on Saturday night and I woke up early on Sunday morning. And what did I do? Well, you guys know what I did. I pulled to Austin. I flew into Salt Lake City, Utah, where this is the last leg of the QTCinderella. I'm visiting my family, an extended family show, and she's been gone for months at this point. It feels like she's been gone for years. Point is, she's been gone for too long, and we had to do an episode with her. Obviously, it's been far too long. Everybody kept complaining. Everyone was like, "When are you gonna do an episode with Cutie?" I'm like, listen, she's the one who's running away from us. Okay, it is not my fault. But yeah, we did. We went to Utah, and this is.
We'll eat you for lunch.
You know what? I think you should settle this. I think you need a boxer.
And then.
Oh no! Everything is on the wide. Oh, that sucks. Marsh didn't have enough time to actually put it together. I went and I lugged 3 different cameras there. We had switchers. We had a whole system. But anyway, you can watch and listen to it later. It's a really good app. It's a very weird episode in terms of like our background, obviously, but that's what I did. We went to visit QTCinderella. She seems a lot happier, which is annoying because I don't want her to be happy in Salt Lake City. I want her to be happy in Los Angeles. The outfit was fire. Thank you. After Cutie read out the fear and group text, "You should be shot out of a cannon." Wait, what? Why? I don't want her to be happy. No. She makes better content. She makes better content when she's not happy. But in any case, you had that shit on Utah. Yeah, I wanted to show up for the fans. I wanted to show up for the Utah Mormie HasanAbi heads. There are a lot of Utah HasanAbi heads, by the way. It was crazy. Both while we were shooting the podcast, like randomly frequenting around this ridiculous park, but also I'll tell you this part of the story. I get on the plane, one of the worst experiences of all time, whatever, and I'm praying to multiple different gods, obviously like DEI gods, you know what I mean? I'm like, I hope there's like a homosexual pilot. Like I was trying to see if the pilot was interested in like zodiac signs or something, at least, you know what I mean? Like he had to be a little quirked up for me, right? Because I couldn't, if I stare into the cockpit and the pilots are white men, I'm cooked. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh my God, there's no DEI happening right now. Like there are no DEIs happening on this. Like, is this safe for travel? Like who signed off on this lack of DEI, right? Anyway, we luckily make it, right? We make it to Utah, Salt Lake City in one piece. I get out of the car. Austin greets me outside of his hotel, and he was like, "Oh, has anyone stopped you so far?" And I was like, "Nah, I'm washed." He's like, "Oh, I guess you're washed." I was like, "I'm really hungry. Let's go get some food." Walk down the street. We go and get some food. Okay. And instantly the dude, one of you guys, was working the counter at this place. So obviously not a Mormon, or maybe a former Mormon, because it's Sunday. And then the person also eating at the restaurant freaked out as well. And they both got stoked. So everywhere I went, there was a couple of you HasanAbi heads out there for sure. The mountains are so pretty. I will say this about Utah: the mountains are crazy. They go crazy, dude. I get why they have this whole like mountain crunchy granola aesthetic for everything, because that's the only thing that's popping in Utah. Okay, that and like a bunch of quirked up shouties who are Mormon and living life that way. But oh my Lord, dude, the mountains are crazy. I'm glad there was no inversion for you, King. Yeah, no, they didn't even try to convert me, bro. Let's be real. Yeah, so it was great. Utah was fantastic. I mean, it was a little boring, but hey, by the way, La Raza, shout out to La Raza. I asked every single person what was going on here. First time in Utah, never been there. I asked every single person what was going on with the Mexican flags, and everybody was like, I don't know. They just kind of ride hard, which I thought was interesting. Like no one knew what this was about. Should have went skiing, brother bear. I didn't have time. So yeah, that's it. That's the whole situation. Shot the pod, immediately flew back, and we had to actually basically end the paywall portion of the pod a little bit earlier than usual because I had to get on a flight back home. Believe it or not, there's a big Mexican community in Utah. It's literal rancher heaven for a lot of us. Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that with my own two eyes. But yeah, mountains are pretty. There's not a lot going on in Salt Lake City. Like, I'm sorry to report. I'm sure that you guys probably, get mad at me for saying this, but there's just straight up nothing going on. There's literally nothing going on in Salt Lake City, especially on a Sunday. Maybe there's a lot happening when it's not a Sunday, but I tried some sodas. So that was, that we did that. So that was cool. But yeah, I'm back. And actually, it's pretty good that I took that day off because I feel like regardless of doing stuff, like regardless of it not being a full day off, you know what I mean? A day off from stream is still kind of good to clear my mind up a little bit, You were in the weirdest part of the town on the quietest day. Yeah. Has Cutie moved for good? No, dude. No, she's back. She's back soon. How are the sodas? The sodas are terrible. Absolutely bananas that you have to explain having one day off. The US is wild. No. I'm in a unique situation. I'm in a unique situation for America. I'm in a unique situation for this industry as well. I am a freak. I'm live 7 days a week. Did you try the fry sauce while you were there? No, I did not. I will tell you guys, I did something pretty crazy on the airplane on my way back. I was so hungry because I just didn't have any time to eat food. And I ordered, like right next to my gate was a Chinese restaurant, and I ordered some food, some hot food. It came out, but it wasn't in time, so I just like picked it up and I took it on the plane with me. And I wrapped it up so goddamn hard so it didn't smell bad. There was no onions in it. Okay, I wrapped it up so goddamn hard. I've never done that before. I've never had like hot food. I've never had hot food on an airplane. You farted on the plane though? No, I didn't. It was a short flight, but I had a succulent Chinese meal. Luckily it didn't smell, but it was a terrifying experience. I was like, what am I doing? Like, I didn't even think about it at first because I was panicking. I was like, oh my God, the plane is aborting. And then once I got on the plane, I was like, oh my God, what am I doing? I have like a succulent Chinese meal in the plane. But luckily in Utah, they just don't make it with any onions or garlic. So it didn't smell at all. Thank God. How long were you in SLC? Just a day? Not even a day. I was in Salt Lake City for like 3 hours. Great ep, by the way. Yeah. Was it really the last episode of Fear Ant? No, it wasn't. What? Hasan, did you know that you're in desperate need of therapy and intervention from your friends, Cutie, Ludwig, Austin, and Will? Someone on the internet told me that. Yeah, definitely. I'm the one who needs therapy.